So our grant professionals generated over $400K in business revenue in January 2026. Why does this matter? Because it signals the demand for skilled grant professionals is rising. $6 million in 1 month. What this means for the nonprofit sector in 2026. If you work in the nonprofit sector and in grant writing specifically, you need to see this. In January alone, one sample size of grant professionals were able to secure 37 grants, over $6 million in grants secured. 84% of those grants awarded came from family foundations. And this is just one subset of the market. Our students in the Freelance Grant Writer Academy and the Grant Professional Mentorship have collectively secured so far and won over $270 million in grant awards and over $9.4 million in their grant writing businesses. That is on our path to $1 billion in grants and $30 million in freelance grant writing businesses by 2030. This month moved the needle forward. So what does this sample size reveal about what's happening in the grant writing industry in 2026 and beyond? And what does this actually look like for grant writers and nonprofits who may be struggling right now? Let's break it down. Hi, I'm Holly Rustick, and I'm the host here at Grant Writing and Funding. I help aspiring and seasoned grant writers replace their full-time income on flexible hours writing grants from home and to scale successful multi-six-figure businesses with predictable clients and with streamlined systems. So let's look at January. In January 2026, we had 37 grants awarded in our programs. Let's break it down. 84% of those were foundation grants, as I mentioned, 11% state and local, 5% were others, individual donors, that type of thing. 0 federal grants reported during this month. That's not unusual. That does not mean that there's no federal grants. I just want to be able to say that out loud and very loudly. What it means is that the cycle of federal grants giving out grants in January is usually low. Anyways, because the holidays and all of the things. We also had a government shutdown not too many months ago, but go to grants.gov right now. Today, y'all, the federal grants are dropping out. We're getting more and more. They're back. So this is not random either. So this is also directional signaling because private philanthropy is currently the most responsive, relationship-driven, and active funding channel in this sample. So don't just wait for federal grants. Do apply for foundation grants too. They're not overly saturated. They're not giving out grants. They're giving out a lot of grants. We had over $6 million in grants awarded in 1 month, not one from a federal source. This also shows if you are not building relationships with foundations, you are missing movement in the market, in the economy. So let's talk about what types of grants are moving. A big $4 million grant, so a big piece of those grants that were awarded was from Mellon Foundation. We had over $500,000 given from the St. David's Foundation, over $225,000 from the George R. Kendall Foundation. We even had someone who just submitted a 2-page letter of inquiry, a good old LOI, get $18,000. So what does this range show? The ecosystem is layered. Small foundations are funding. Mid-sized foundations are funding. Large national foundations are funding. This means the issue isn't, is there money? The issue is, are organizations positioned correctly for the tier they're targeting? The nonprofits represented in this data set weren't just submitting, they were aligned. The alignment is the differentiator. So let's talk about each program so you can kind of see. The Freelance Grant Writer Academy, we had 19 grants secured, over $1.1 million in grants. So what does this tell the sector? Mid-size operational level is active. These weren't billion-dollar institutions getting funding. There were organizations that were submitting $10,000 proposals, $75,000 proposals strategically. How a lot of our Freelance Grant Writer Academy students said they won these grants was because they got the grants reviewed in the Academy. We have unlimited grant reviews. Because they got that information back, they were able to, a lot of them were saying, we were able to update some grants and get them reviewed and then submit them again, and they won them. They had more confidence, so they submitted more grants. And building relationships. We're really focusing on giving scripts to your nonprofit clients on how to develop relationships with foundations, because that is what works. So for you nonprofits out there watching, quality still matters, right? It's still important to have really good grants written. That's important. Alignment really matters, and developing relationships really matters. Also, foundations don't give little tiny grants all the time. They give some massive grant awards, as we're seeing. Now let's talk about the mentorship students. These are for grant professionals who have had businesses for a while. They're scaling up their businesses. Let's go ahead and see what they won in grant funding. These awards showed more multi-year positioning. They also showed more institutional readiness and coming in as a grant strategist, not just a grant writer. So what happens is when nonprofits think long-term instead of just, I'm going to hire you to write one grant, instead I'm going to hire you for your retainer, we're seeing more grants won. We're seeing you get to know your clients more, you're able to do more strategy with them, and this helps your client. This also leans and segues perfect into our revenue portion. We talked about the grants won, what type of grants are getting won, what people and grant writers are doing to win these grants. Now let's talk about the freelance grant writers' revenue, how they're able to secure, and they secured over $400,000 in their businesses in 1 month. Let's talk about how they did it, what they were doing. So our grant professionals generated over $400K in business revenue in January 2026. Why does this matter? Because it signals the demand for skilled grant professionals is rising. It is not falling back. It is taking a front seat. Nonprofits are investing in freelancers, in consultants, not only in staff grant writers. They're actually getting away from that. And we're going to see our revenue continue to grow because the era of the freelancers is here. Nonprofits are also investing in strategy. The more that you position yourself as a grant strategist, the more clients you win, and the more that they're interested in that. They want strategy. They are also paying for expertise. This isn't all volunteer. It's cash in their businesses. Cash in their businesses. They are paying for expertise, and they are moving towards retainers and long-term consulting models, not just grant to grant, not just tiny little packages. This suggests a sector trend. Organizations that prioritize strategic fundraising scale faster. So let's talk about the biggest signal. And a lot of what our students got was retainers. They were actually able to secure retainers. We saw overwhelmingly what was helpful for them was to go from hourly into set packages. And one student was even like, okay, the board resisted my retainer, but because I presented them with this, they gave me a 25% hourly increase because you're showing maturity in your business practices. So pricing, understanding your pricing, getting the coaching, and getting reviewed on your pricing was helpful. Value-driven pricing overall was what won. So let's look at the big sector signal. In the small sector, once again, $6 million in grants award, $400,000 in freelance grant writing businesses. Imagine what's moving across the entire sector. This is just a few hundred people, y'all. A few hundred people. This tells us foundations are still funding. Money is available, but competitive. So you got to still write good grants and not just rely on AI, but actually get humans to review your work. And strategic positioning beats volume. Strategic pricing and value-based pricing beats just throwing it hourly everywhere. Systems beat scrambling, and confidence and clarity outperform desperate submissions. So we are watching an ecosystem mature in real time. Grant writing is no longer transactional. It is strategic infrastructure. That's what nonprofits are looking for. So if you're a grant writer out there, don't say, I write grants, but you are a grant strategist. Think about the long term. How can you help your clients develop relationships with funders? How can you make sure you write the best proposal possible? And how can you really understand that you can have systems and you can create clear retainers so you have cash flow month after month and you can help your clients long term? That's going to help them win more grants. If this is what 1 month reveals, what trends will emerge over an entire year? Where will foundation funding concentrate next? Will federal funding re-enter the picture? And what mid-sized foundations continue to dominate? We'll keep tracking it month by month because the numbers don't just show wins, they show where the sector is heading. And that's what we're paying attention to. And if you're in the nonprofit world, you want to know that. If you're in the grant writing world, you want to know that. So make sure you subscribe to our full newsletter, Write Grants Get Paid, and to our YouTube channel so you can keep up with all of the latest trends in the grant writing and nonprofit sector. Because understanding funding movement isn't optional anymore, it is strategy. I'll see you later.